Hanan ben Vered, Daniel Shimon ben Sharon, Daniela bat Orli, David ben Sylvania, Dolev ben Yael, Doron bat Sarah, Dror ben Dorit, Idan ben Yael, Eden bat Shirit.
Eitan Abraham ben Ephrat, Eitan ben Ruth Edith, Elad ben Chana, Karina bat Ira, Kfir ben Shiri, Lior ben Michal, Liri bat Shira, Matan ben Miriam, Matan ben Einav, Maxim ben Tela,
Ran ben Tali, Rom ben Tamar Noah, Romi bat Merav, Ron ben Hana.
There's only 15 million approximately Jews in the world, so we all know people in Israel, and every single person knows someone who, it's like, 2 degrees of separation from somebody who's a hostage. And I think the world should know that. Because
my name is Alonet Sarum Zandan, often known as Lonnie Sarum Zandan, and I'm here representing with my co-chair Jane Wishno. Wave, Jane, who's come up from Albuquerque. All right, and we are the co-chairs of the Jewish Community Relations Coalition of New Mexico that has brought you all here today, together with the Santa Fe Jewish Center.
So the hostages were taken, of course, October 7th, an horrific massacre by Hamas. About 240 hostages were taken. Some of them were released, some of them were killed, or massacred, or murdered. And as of today, there's known to be 136 still in captivity.
So I have Ilana and Oriana Dahan from Israel, Nariya, and I'm going to ask Ilana to lead us in Hebrew and then in English. Take it away, Shir HaMa'alot.
שיר המעלות לדוד, שמחתי, באומרים לי בית אדוני נלך עומדות היו רגלינו בשעריך ירושלים הבנויה כעיר.
I rejoiced when he said to me, we are going to the house of the Lord. Our feet stood in the gates of Jerusalem.
Jerusalem built up, a city knit together, to which tribes would make pilgrimage, the tribes of the Lord, as enjoined upon Israel, to praise the name of the Lord. The thrones of judgment stood, thrones of the house of David. Pray for the well-being of Jerusalem. May those who love you be at peace. May there be well-being within your ramparts, peace in your citadels. For the sake of my kin and my friends, I pray for your well-being. For the sake of the house of the Lord our God, in the name of Jacob's God, keep you safe. May you send your help from the sanctuary and sustain you from Zion. May you receive the tokens of all your meal offerings and approve your burnt offerings, Selah.
So we're wearing these little stickers, it says 101. So one of the mothers of the hostages, Rachel Goldberg, Poland, her son Hirsch is a hostage. And she came up with this concept that everybody, every day, should just put up, even if it's a piece of tape, anything, with the amount of days just to remember the hostages.
We are grateful to have our mayor, Alan Weber, join us. And so we'd like to ask him to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's come over here.
I'm here because, like you, I share the concerns for the hostages and their families. It's unthinkable, absolutely unimaginable what they're going through. And we send all of our thoughts and prayers and our actions and our feet and our hands and our hearts to those families. And we also know that unfortunately, this tragedy that's unfolding now is not stopping its spreading to more parts of the Middle East and to Ukraine and to all parts of the world, and that there is tragedy upon tragedy. And we should stand against that horror as well. Tomorrow is a day we celebrate the legacy and the life of Dr. Martin Luther King. And Dr. King reminded us in his life that darkness doesn't drive out darkness and hatred doesn't drive out hatred. Light drives out darkness and love overcomes hatred. And that's the message of this community. It always has been. It's been the message of the Jewish community and of the people of Santa Fe. And to see everyone here today gives me hope and gives me faith and it gives me confidence that love will conquer and that peace will overcome hatred, anger, and war. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate that.
And I also have an issue with people calling the anti-Israel protest pro-Palestinian. They're not pro-Palestinian. I'm pro-Palestinian. I care for the Palestinian people. I think they should have a good life. I think they should flourish. I think they should be good.
That's right.
And if you've been given some names of the people who are still in captivity, please can you come forward or just make yourself known?
Avraham Gilad ben Emunah, Agam bat Merav, Alexander ben Oksana, Sasha Alexander ben Yelena, Alexander ben Nina, Almog ben Nina, Almog ben Orit, Alon ben Idit, Amiram ben Sarah, Amit Esther Chaya bat Ilana.
Andrei ben Yevgenia, Arbel bat Yael, Ariel ben Shiri, Ariel ben Silvana, Avraham ben Agranesh, Avinatan ben Ditsa Tirza, Bar Avraham ben Yulia, Bipin Yoshi, Carmel bat Kineret, Chaim ben Nechama,
Norberto Louis ben Nura, Oded ben Bilcha, Ofer ben Kochava, Ohad ben Esther, Ohad ben Malka, Omer ben Niva, Omer ben Oma Esther, Omri ben Veronica Esther, Or ben Giula, Ori ben Ainav, Orion Hernandez Radu, Quaid Farhan Al-Qadi, Ran ben Talik,
Eliah ben Sigalit, Eliyahu ben Chana, Elkanah ben Ruchama, Eliakim Shlomo ben Avishag, Emily Tehila bat Amanda, Evyatar ben Yasmin Gila, Fernando Shimon ben Tanya, Gadi Moshe ben Sarah, Gali ben Tamar. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Guy ben Miarav, Hamza al-Ziadna, Hirsch ben Perelkana, Hisham ben Manal al-Sayed, Idan ben Dalit, Ilan Shlomo ben Miriam, Itai ben Mirit, Itai ben Orit, Itai ben Shagit, Itzik ben Hana.
Yoram ben Miriam, Yosef ben Miriam, Yossi ben Shana, Yusuf al-Ziadna, Ziv ben Tamar.
We'd like to call on Reverend Rick Iannucci to say a few words, and then we're going to do 100 seconds of silence. I want you to think about the strength that you're going to be sending to Israel and to all the people, the young people, the men, the women, the children, and the babies who are still held in captivity. Reverend Rick.
Once again, it's good to be with all of you in our Judeo-Christian faith as we take a pause today but we'll be waiting for 100 seconds just to give us some perspective on what our brothers and sisters are going through in the tunnels. Please pray with me. O Almighty and merciful God, Lord of the universe and of history, all that you've created is good, and your compassion for the mistakes of mankind knows no limit. We come to you today after 100 days with loved ones in captivity to ask you to return in peace the world and its people, to keep far away from it the devastating wave of terrorism, to restore friendship and instill in the hearts of your creatures the gift of trust and of readiness and hope to carry on. We humbly ask for the gift of peace and for the elimination from our midst of the scab of terrorism. Amen. Amen. We're now going to have 100 seconds, just 100 seconds of silence.
One thing that stood out was that those people who were taken, a lot of them were peace activists. So their whole career was focused on making peace. And these people didn't have, the terrorists who came, they didn't care who they were. They're Israelis, were taking them, were killing them. They did horrible things. It didn't matter who they were. And some of the first people that we found out were killed were like world-renowned peace activists.
Bring them home! 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 Bring them home!